It's such a scuff game.
You playing or what?
We'll see.
Come on.
We'll see. We'll see. Oh, he's doing 5, thank God.
3, 4, 5. Have you 5? Full boot shirt, go that side.
Do I look edgy?
Yeah.
Like if you were a rental, would you be like, I don't want to go against that guy? I got shot in the wiener.
We're doing the big one.
Alright, left side, you ready?
Who cares? Who cares?
Alright, get in 5. Go!
Back right, back right, back right, back right, back right.
Look at him. I just want to kiss him.
You guys ready? Come over here.
Nicholas, run if you want to play.
Alright, guys, we're Alright, guys, go ahead. All you guys that are ready, touch the PQB.
Ready!
Oh boy.
Set! Start!
Look at you doing all slidey things.
Snake, you got hit. Snake, you got hit. Snake. Snake. You got hit. Snake. Black cheating. Snake.
Gundam.
Hi, dude.
Hello, my son.
Hit.
Ooh, I like your back.
The field layout itself was pretty great. To my knowledge, there is no public turf field for airsofters in California, in the West Coast. Shoot, I don't know. Granted, the Savage Kids have kind of their own thing in the Bay Area, but that's just sort of a private deal right now. That's not really something they're like openly promoting. To my knowledge, if you want to play a turf field for airsoft, you have to go to Capital Edge Paintball in Sacramento. In my opinion, for their first ever airsoft event for the general public, was a solid C+, man. I mean, they did a pretty good job. However, I think there were some things that we as players didn't think about, and then there were some things I think they as the field did not think about. Let's go back and remember that Capital Edge was introduced to airsoft with a Speed QB Invitational, so it should be natural that that's the crop of players you're gonna get. For 25 bucks, they advertised you could play on 8 maps, which is correct, which is perfect. I mean, for 25 bucks, you get to play on 8 different maps. Bro, that sounds pretty legit. That's probably, I'm going to go out and say that's probably the best deal you're going to get in California. 8 different fields for $25? What's the average indoor field fee for one big map? 20? 25, 30, 35 bucks. Sometimes 20 if it's like a big outdoor field. But I mean, 25 for 8 different fields, that's actually really a bargain. Here's the problem. Literally none of us wanted to play on anything other than the speed field. So the way that we as the players perceived it was, bro, for 25 bucks, I play on the speed field and that's it? Like, we can't bring that down a bit? Well, wait. That we have to remember that what we want wasn't what they advertised. We just wanted one thing. We just wanted to play on the speed thing all day. The ref, to his credit, was like, hey, we're going to play on the big trench map that we have, like, right next to it. And 10 kids were like, cool, let's do that. And, like, the other 15 or 20 of us were like, nah, I'm just going to sit this one out, wait for you to go back to the speed field. Sorry, buddy. We knew that the ref had no idea about how to ref airsoft in the first, I mean, as soon as we interacted with him. He didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know the airsoft specific lingo. He didn't know how to do speed matches. Like, he was starting him really weird. Here's the part that kind of pissed a lot of, not pissed guys off, that really made players think like, oh no, this is just a money grab, was on that field. If you look at the field dynamics, that's really set up for 5-on-5. Bro, he started with whoever walked on the field, he just put them on the left and right. You had like 8-on-8 or 9-on-9. You had dudes in like the first 2 rows of bunkers. You had like 2 players per piece of cover because there was too many players for that field. Well, there was too many players for the field because if you're a paintballer, 8-on-8, 9-on-9, that's nothing, bro. That's easy. 5-on-5? Not really, I guess. So he hits a little, but to his credit, to that ref's credit, he adapted very well and he went, oh, this is too many people. Let's go down to 5. Oh, 5's a magic number? For sure, we're going to do 5 all day. And that's all we wanted to do. All we wanted was just 5-on-5s all day long, and we paid $25 for it and had a blast. Going forward, is that worth it? That's for each individual player. I would like to see just like a $20 Saturday speed thing. And other than that, that would be a fun option for me, so here's a weird piece about airsoft business. And I will say anyone in the paintball business, I don't think you're going to see this. $5 makes a difference to an airsofter. I don't know if it's because of the age demographic or just because everyone's broke after buying $300 guns or what. But I think Cap Edge would see more players on the speed field with Speed Saturdays if it was a $20 field fee. Little things like that. The Instagram wasn't very active. Like the field's Instagram or their airsoft Instagram wasn't that active, which is weird because if you look at the airsoft Instagram, all they have is just stuff about Speed QB events, and that was it. They only had one post about that opening day event, and that was kind of it. Like, they weren't really doing, granted, you could argue that there was a lack of content, or maybe they just weren't sure what content to put in that because they didn't have any airsoft content, so they just wanted a flyer. Okay, I guess. And from there they were just depending on us, the community. Okay, that's cool. But the smart thing they did after that was I popped up a video on my Instagram and they reposted that video as a hard post to their IG. So they've already figured out that when they are in like a content deficit, or if they don't know what content to post, they're just gonna go, oh, this guy had a great time at the field, let's share that as a hard post. Brilliant. Well done. That's just co-marketing. And then if anyone's like, oh, they're just lazy, like, no, that's called co-marketing, because now all of their followers are gonna know like who I am. Like, hey, if you have any questions about an experience, talk to this player or to this customer, whatever term we want to use, because he went here and he obviously enjoyed it so much that he put up a video in Instagram and in Facebook. Granted, it's arguable that the YouTube video is a little critical, but it's an honest review. What do you want, bro? I love you, Dave. You know I love you guys. Dave, Karen, I love you, kids. Going forward, in general, if a paintball field thinks that they can market and promote and manage an airsoft community like they do with a paintball community, you're not going to fail. You're not going to make the money you want because you're not catering to the community. Like up here in NorCal, we've been playing airsoft for years. We already have community standards. So you're not so it's in from a community standpoint, Capital Edge Airsoft wants to enter the airsoft community. Capital Edge has to prove themselves to the airsoft community. Let's make that very clear. Airsofters are very critical about their community and their fields. I'm sure paintball is in the same way. I don't know. I've never played paintball. But airsofters are very critical, especially up here, because you have to understand that the airsoft community up here is so very niche because there's only been 4 or 5 fields in the Sacramento area for years. Everyone knows each other. I think there was only one player out of the 20 or 30 that show up to Cap Edge that I didn't know, like, by a first name basis, who I hadn't played in my field. I knew all these kids. There was one guy in this poor guy who was an older gentleman. I believe he was Filipino, had a very thick Filipino accent. He was in like all camo with like this big, like a DMR M16. He was not there to play speed matches, and he got wrecked. And I felt kind of bad. And it wasn't Nicholas's dad, because you'll see like my buddy Nicholas's dad in like the gray ACU stuff. Not him. He gets out there and he like plays the snake and stuff. This was like an older gentleman who was clearly out of his element. I was like, man, I feel bad for this guy. Like, this one guy I really feel bad for, because the only kids that showed up wanted to play the speed field, apparently, except for this one dude. So sorry, sir. I'm so very sorry. On that, we had a great time. I want to go back again, even if I have to pay $25 just to play on the speed field for 4 hours. I'm gonna do it, because it's supply and demand, because I can't go anywhere else to do that. But also, I'm a very hard customer to sell to, because I have to work a field every weekend. So fields really have to go out of their way to convince me to get, to leave my field and go to somewhere else. The Airsoft Ministry is 6 minutes away from my house. So that's it. They're going to go forward. They're going to do great things. For sure, bring on some airsoft specialists in business. I love you guys. I'll see you in a bit.
Caber, who the f*** are you, nerd?